feeling great about that, other than trying to help people who are in a state of disease. Welcome back to the Immigration Answer Show. My name is Jim Hacking. This is round 2. I find us on episode 868 of the Immigration Answer Show. My name is Jim Hacking. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm flying solo today. Thank you, everybody, for letting me know about being on mute. I've got TikTok over here. I've got YouTube over here. I'll be here for the next hour plus, trying to answer as many immigration law-related questions as I can. We are back in St. Louis. I am extremely tired, and hopefully I won't be too crabby. Sometimes when I'm tired, I'm crabby. Sometimes I'm not. So hopefully today I will not be crabby, and or nobody will make me mad. Actually, it's fine. Everyone can say whatever they want. Whether I get mad or not is not really important. Nor had her first bracket game yesterday, and in the top of the inning, she came up with 2 outs, a runner on second, and she had a nice hit to first over the first baseman's glove to drive in her teammate Gracie, who's just super fast. Came around, gave us a 2-1 lead, and then in the bottom of that inning, the other team hit a 2-run walk-off homer. So the girls played well this weekend. The competition was good. Lots of college coaches there, so that was fun. And they're back at it tomorrow, Monday morning at 8 a.m. here in St. Louis. They'll be taking part in the Triple Crown National Championship tournament from Monday through Thursday, and then we're off to Indiana for our nationals, which will be in Indianapolis next week. All right, so let's see what everybody's got going on. Roy is here. Roy's always early. Hello, Roy. I got Tyrone in the house. Hope's always here early. Big ups from Craig. Whistleen is here, wishing a happy, blessed Sunday to everybody. I got Mary D in the house. Mark is here. Shauna is here. Mark says, watching this live always gives us so much confidence about how to deal with our immigration issues. Thanks. You're welcome, Mark. That's why I do it. Trying to make everyone feel a little better. Yo, Nishad says, been a second, just back. So did you see Superman yet? Oh, yes. We saw it on the IMAX in Orland Park on Thursday night, and it was tremendous. I've been thinking about it a lot. We've been talking about it a lot. Very, very exciting. Very, very good. A little too much CGI, but other than that, we absolutely loved it at our house. We're going to see it again here real soon. I got Ms. B here. Julian says that they spent 4 hours in that shithole known as Washington Dulles. Yes. Oh, Kofi's here. Hi, Kofi. How you doing, buddy? Let's see. Young gals giving one love. We got a lot of the Yardies in the house today, so we're glad to see it. Raphael's checking in from Tampa. Robert is out in the West Coast, as he often is. There's all my mute comments. Terry's here. What's up, TLT? Let's see. Somebody else is tired as well. Mark says hello. Any good hot takes? Nishad's asking for good hot takes. Big ups to Nor. Thank you, Terry. Young gal also gives some shout out to Nor. Fireworks on the 12th. The home team walks it off. Yeah, they did. I hate that damn thing because in softball, you just flip a coin and we seem to always lose and end up being the away team. So there you go. But it's all good. We would have played today at 8 in the morning, which would have been fine. But that's why I'm tired, because the game ended around 8 and we got home from Chicago around 1. And yours truly stayed awake and drove while everyone else was snoozing. So I listened to some Dave Matthews. I listened to Pod Save America, figuring that if I got fired up about Trump and Stephen Miller, that would keep me awake, which actually really, really worked well. And then I listened to my book. I am reading 100 Years of Solitude. And it's fantastic. Fantastic book. So well written. Oh, I love it so much. And it's about another culture for me to learn about. So I'm enjoying it very, very much. All right. So in the waiting room, I have One Blue Sky, EMA, Interview, R1 Monk, I-90 Denial, and Jan. So I'm going to start with One Blue Sky. Hello.
Hey, Jim. Good morning. Can you hear us?
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
Jim, thank you very much for what you do. For past couple of days, I've been really, really worried. I will make this comment or this call very short and brief for the sake of the show. Between year of 2000 and 2011, I have submitted at least 4 DS-160 forms, and my place of birth on those 160 forms were incorrect. So I came to United States. My last entry was in 2012, and after that, I never left. In 2000, I was out of status. In 2015, started dating a U.S. citizen, and 2019 got married. I have a child, and last year, 2024, in December, I sent in my marriage-based green card application form. Interview was scheduled 10 days ago, and in the interview, I-130 was approved, verbal approval was given, and we were sent home. After I came home, I started to clean up my old mailbox, and to be told, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, I located an old email and I realized the debacle where I put in the wrong place of birth. So I contacted my brother. He provided a birth certificate because our country didn't have home birth records and the records were not kept intact or accurate. So luckily for me that I provided the correct uh, place of birth on all the USCS forms, including a birth certificate.
Okay.
But
Hold on. Hold on. Can you take a deep breath?
yeah, thank you.
Take a deep breath.
Thank you. You can feel the
Yeah.
nervousness. Yeah.
Okay, so question number one. We were talking about this at our house. Actually, we were talking about it because we were in Chicago. We were in Cook County, but as far away from Chicago as possible. So is it a matter of saying I was in a small town of part of a big city, or are you talking about different countries, or what?
Um, Two different city where I grew up. I thought that I was born there. My parents told me, "Hey, you were born here," but when all the records were centralized and computerized,
Yeah,
it came. I came to learn that I was born in a different city.
but same country.
Same country, yeah.
How far apart?
About 2 hours drive.
And no intent to mislead anybody, right?
No, no one. It's 100% unintentional error. It's an oversight and record keeping issues or confusion. Yeah.
And it would have made no difference to whether or not you had any of those DS-160s approved or this green card approved if you were born in countries or city A or city B, right?
No, none of that, Jim. All the DS-160s were approved. I was a frequent traveler. I just didn't go back after my last visit.
No, I want you to understand. You're not listening. You're not hearing what I'm saying.
Okay.
If you had put what you now think, first of all, I'm not convinced which is your right city. So the
Okay.
lesson number one Blue Sky is don't go looking up old DS-160s after you have your interview, right? I mean, that was your first big thing. You're causing yourself all kinds of stress because you went back and started digging around after your interview. That's nothing good can happen then, right? Unless there's something fundamentally wrong. But my point is this. Let's just say, to make it easier for people in America, let's say you put Washington, D.C. instead of New York, right?
Yeah.
If you had put the right city or you had put the wrong city on your DS-160s, whichever one you put, you would have still gotten your visit visas to the United States, right?
Correct.
And no matter which one you put on your I-45 and I-130, you would have been approved. It's not a material issue. It's not like you're misrepresenting work history or school history, or I mean where you were born. It's important to try to get it right, but it's not something. It's not something what they call material. It wouldn't have changed the outcome of any of those interviews or any of those visa determinations if you had listed the other city.
That is correct. Yeah.
So I would spend zero time thinking about this.
Okay. Well, it's glad to hear that.
Let's play it out. Let's play it out. So let's say that the officer. So right now you don't have an I-130 or 45 approval. Have either things been approved?
I-130 was approved next day.
Yeah. So let's say they start digging around on the 45 and they say, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. One Blue Sky put Ankara on his place of birth, but then on his 45 he put Istanbul, right?" They're not going to deny the case. They might send you a request for evidence. They might ask you about it, but it's not going to change the outcome. So I would not worry about this.
Thank you, Jim. I listened to your show ever since I've been going through this process, and I knew that the clear, concise answer will be a journey. I didn't want to spend any time, and the only reason I went in my inbox to clear up things because I just wanted to get over with the older stuff, and that's how I started cleaning my inbox, and I found an old DS-160 receipt copy where the incorrect place of birth was there. And this didn't come up during the interview either, and I didn't know until I was out of the interview that this had happened.
It's all good, brother. Good luck. Keep us posted, okay? Let us
I
know.
will, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
You could hear the tension in his voice. You could hear the stress. R1 Monk, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Oh, good. Oh, good. It's my second time here, but today is another question.
Okay.
Yeah, anywhere. So I'm a monk, Christian monk here, living here. I have a one visa, and I renew my visa for another 2 years and a half.
Yeah.
So anyway, now I have no stamp in my passport. So I'm a Spanish citizen.
What's it?
I applied for the green cards, and I did the I 129, I believe. Yeah, I think it's this one, and was approved. Okay, but I cannot go to the next step because it's not available right now. This was my question the last time. So what I wanna hear from you, your opinion about something that I wanna do. um I'll die to go and visit my family in Europe, and so I was planning, like, of course I don't have the stamp in my passport, so what I have to do is fly to London, because I was living in UK before, so my official residence was there. So I want to fly to London, um, apply for that stamp. That means I have to do the interview and go to the embassy, everything. So I was thinking, like, do the application here, and whatever is available for my interview, I just fly to there and doing that. Um, so and then after that, of course, after 2 weeks holiday that I have, come back to here. So of course, in my community, my superior is very nervous about if I leave the country, and maybe they can deny my stamp over there, and then I cannot be able to come back. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I want to hear what you think about her. If this can be a problem as a Spanish person. I mean, I have everything okay here. The only thing that I said, I already have another process because I'm already applied for the I-29s.
So I think you mean the I-360. The I-129 is how you got your R1.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I-36. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all right. The I-1 is the one that I have now. Yeah.
So what's the long-term plan? Because you're going to run out of R1 status before that visa becomes available for your green card. So what are you going to do?
For sure. So we're gonna run like in August 2027.
You're going to run out. So what's your plan? What are you going to do then? You're going to leave the country until your visa becomes current on the green card?
Yes, because we also have another monastery in Africa. So the idea, if you get in 2027, my superior will send me to Africa, at least I don't know, for 1 year, and they went there, maybe apply again for R1 to come back to the United States and wait for my green card here, or wait over there as well, because of course to Africa also I need a visa to apply to. Do you know what I mean? So, but the idea is this: if I run out in 2027, I have to go to somewhere in some
Yeah.
community, because I remember our main house is here in the United States.
Would
But
you, would you,
I said to him, I don't want to wait like 2027 to go and visit my family, and now they don't want to come here as well, because there's not a good like time, so they
Mhm.
don't want to, and then that's my plan. So he said, okay, talk to this lawyer that on internet. I want to hear what he say about it, because I'm sure that he have more. He's like he know the reality, if there's any difference because you're European or not. I don't know. What do you think? I didn't have any problem at all when I did in London. It was very quickly. My interview was like 2 minutes, and when I got here as well was 2 minutes. And in all those years, I flew twice to America, to Europe, to Africa, but I had the stamp in that time. But now I don't have the stamp. You know.
So what would happen if you couldn't come back to the monastery? Like what would happen? Like let's say there's a 2% chance that you apply for this visa and they put you out on administrative processing for 6 or 8 months. What would you do?
And but well, I'm going to Africa for sure.
Yeah, I know, but like I mean what I'm saying, I guess what I'm saying is do you have you thought through the way that would affect your life if you couldn't come back on your R1?
Yeah, no, I didn't think about it. I could come back. No, it
I
will
mean,
be.
I mean, I don't know how often in the monastery you get to watch the show, but right now I'm telling people with green cards not to leave the United States. So I'm sure
I
I'm
see.
sure telling people that are just talking about a visa stamp. I mean, these people are crazy. They're
Yeah, I
crazy
get
at
it.
the border. They're crazy. I mean, the embassies aren't so crazy, but Trump, they just laid off 1,300 people, and they're shrinking the embassy staff around the world. So, I mean, certainly no one can guarantee that you're going to be able to get it all wrapped up in your little 2-week vacation, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, I heard about the green cards ones. I heard about it, but yeah, I know that those
Well,
visas.
you have less protection than them. You're barely here.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So I share your superior's concern that 98%, 97% it all goes well, but what happens if it goes off the rail? Then you're calling me back and saying, Jim, what can we do? And I'm like, well, we could sue them, but there's not much else to do.
Yeah. And when you say about the administration process, like 6, 8 months, what that mean?
So when an embassy official has someone sitting across from them who's applying for a visa, think of it like the stoplight, the red light, the yellow light, the green light. The green light is here's your visa. The red light is you are inadmissible and you're never coming to the United States. So that's red light. Yellow light is, well, I don't know if I want to give you the visa right now. I want to do some more background checking. I want to do some more investigation. I'm going to put you in administrative processing. There are people that call this show all the time, Monk, who have been in administrative processing for months and months, and there's not much you can do until at least a year goes by. We could sue them at some point, but it's not much. There's no real oversight over the State Department. Once they put you in administrative processing, you're stuck outside the United States. And if you can't stay in England very long, then you got to go somewhere else.
Yeah, I see. No, I in England I can't be there for long as that. Yeah, but I'm not gonna be there because if you have another monastery, go to another place. But I know what you mean. You're right. And another question is, because I'm here anyway. After those imaginary, if I get 2027 and my green card no arrive or whatever, and I know that I can leave 1 year, and I would recommend to apply again after 1 year under R1 and waiting for their green card here,
To me,
or you think that I have to be outside?
It depends. It depends how things look. I would wait to make those decisions till later. It could be either one.
All right. Okay. But is this a possibility? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Can you say the book that you said before, the last book, Years of Solitude, that you said you have read?
100 Years of Solitude. It's by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and it won, or he won the Nobel Prize, I think, or the Pulitzer. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. It's about Colombia, the country. And it's about this village, and it's a family story. Now, there's a lot of sex in there, Monk, so I don't know.
Oh.
It's really, really good. It's lots of characters, and it's one of those books where you have to have like the map of all because it's like grandfathers, sons, and grandsons, and everybody.
I'm gonna check it out anyway. It sounds like interesting, Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Yep. Raphael knows what's what. Aureliano, I can't even say it right. Buen dia. Oh, it's so good. And then the audio, there are some guys that read audiobooks that are really, really good. And this guy, actually, he reads there's a Norwegian crime detective series that I listen to. It's the same guy. So usually he's saying words with Norwegian accents, and now it's all in Spanish. It's really great. Yep. Somebody read it when they were a teenager. Marquez. Yep. It's great. Okay. I think that's our first official monk on the show. I wanted to ask him sort of what he does at the monastery, just because I'm so interested. There's a Carmelite monastery here in St. Louis. My sister likes to go there and pray for my dad and pray for my family. So she really likes it over there. And one of Yusuf's friends is going to be a monk. A young fella is going to be a monk right now. Can you believe it? All right. Let's take a TikTok question. Pending appeal with the BIA for asylum, will I be denied by ICE next week on my yearly checkup? Well, if the appeal's pending at BIA, they should leave you alone. But again, they're nuts. So who knows? Can an immigration judge prevent you from ICE holding in removal proceedings? You mean, can they let you out on bond? They can, but things are crazy right now, so who knows? All right, I'm going to go to Jan. Hello, Jan. Oh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
I got you. How you doing?
Hey, doing great.
Oh.
Okay,
hey,
so
Jan,
my boyfriend,
Jan, we're not doing camera,
Yeah.
so if you turn your camera off, that'd be great.
Okay, how do I do that?
There you go.
There we go. All right, how's that?
Yep. Perfect.
Okay, so my boyfriend Raphael, he's still married to this girl, and she left him and had another baby and all this, and so their marriage green card interview did not go well because she wasn't really into it. So now what can he do? She won't go back for the second marriage interview, so he's thinking about filing for VAWA because they had some police reports. I mean,
wait,
I don't know what he can do.
Who is this person?
Oh, Raphael is he's my boyfriend, and he was married to this girl. They broke up or something, and she left him and had a baby by another man. So what can he do now? He can't do anything because she won't go back to the green card interview with him.
If you're his girlfriend, why is he going to an interview with anybody other than you?
I mean, really? Well, they broke up like 4 years ago, but they're still legally married.
And why is that?
I have no idea. I guess because they're both pretty lazy. They won't file for divorce.
Well, if they've been living apart for 4 years, nobody should be applying for an immigration benefit based off that. Those cases should be withdrawn.
Okay, well, I'll tell him that then because he needs to do something else. Yeah, it's just a big old mess. I think they look... Well, so what can he do? Can he do the VAWA or not?
Did she beat the shit out of him?
Huh?
Did she beat the shit out of him?
No, not really. She just kind of said some words and, just said
That's
some
not
things.
that's not VAWA.
Okay.
Have
All
him
right.
call me. Have him call me. I'd love to talk to him, but off camera. Thank you, Jan. All right. I don't know what that icon means, and I know that letter. I like everything about this post. I like the picture. I like the little name symbol, and I love the icon. So the whole thing is great. Here's another one. Here's an. I don't even know how you do that. That was an all-star call. I had to keep it short, though. I had to keep it short, Path of Virgins. I had to keep it short. Oh my God. It's not often that you have someone calling about their boyfriend, about their trying to get a benefit with some other baby mama. How about that? That was something. Ema is here. Hello, Ema.
Hi, Jim. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Thanks for your help.
Sure. What's up?
Yeah, one of my sister got married to an American, and she got a conditional 2-year green card last year, August.
Sure.
And January this year, my sister just came back from work, and the husband have left the house. And since then, we've been trying to get across to him. We couldn't get him. So, and she doesn't know what to do, and she's supposed to file for I-751 by May next year. So we don't know what can she do now.
Why did this happen?
That was January this year.
What? No, why? Why did this happen?
Maybe I think there was a little disagreement in the morning when she was going to work, and when she came back from work, she couldn't see him again. And since then, we have been trying to locate him. We couldn't get him.
I know, but what's wrong with the marriage? That's very unusual that someone would just up and disappear like that.
I think they have been having a little maybe disagreements for almost 2 or 3 months before he left the house.
Disagreements about what?
Maybe about taking care of the house, paying rent, bills. I think it's the wife that has been taking care of the bills, paying rent, and some other bills in the house. And maybe the man just felt maybe, in fact, yes, he wouldn't cope again. That's why he left the house.
So this is the big question for me, right? So, your sister, what was her status before she married this guy?
She was out of status.
And why was she out of status?
I think she came with a B1, B2 visa.
From where?
From Ghana. That was 2018.
Okay, so whenever, like, it sounds basically like things started going badly with the marriage 6 months after she got her green card, right?
Maybe about 5 months, yes.
Yeah, so that's going to be really hard. So when they filed, do you know if they got separated at their interview?
No, in fact, they didn't attend the interview at all.
So it got approved without an interview?
Yes, it was just approved without any interview.
And how much evidence did they have?
I think maybe when the case was filed, they submitted the bank statements, pictures, bills, renter. I mean,
how long were they together before they got married?
Yeah, I think they were together for almost a year before then.
Okay, and here's a good question. Robert reminded me of one of my favorite questions. So when she got the visit visa to the United States, what was the purpose of her visit, and was she married or was she single?
She was single.
So the first time she's ever been married was in the United States?
Yes.
And what was the purpose of her trip? To come see you or what?
Yeah, to see family member.
Okay. All right. And why didn't she leave on time?
I wouldn't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, these are the questions that are going to be asked. So if I'm you, I'm Ema, and I'm saying, Jim, what are the chances of my sister staying in the United States? I would say probably 50-50. If she puts together a really strong case, she might be able to stay, but they're going to have knives out because she was out of status and she had a pretty short marriage.
Yes.
and the marriage sort of fell apart pretty soon after she got her green card. So they're going to be suspicious because this little quickie 2-year marriage cured all of her green card problems. So they might say that she paid him. They might say that it wasn't real. They might say that he had a different person that he was in a relationship with. So for all of those things, I think that there's a way for her to get a 10-year green card and there's a way for her to become a citizen, but she probably needs help, and it's going to be a tough slog ahead.
Okay. But now, in fact, she's supposed to file for the I-75 next year. But does it mean that someone has to divorce? I mean, they need to divorce before filing for the form, right?
In order for if she files the 751 without her spouse, which it sounds like she's going to have to, right?
Yes.
Then it sounds like or she has to have the divorce completed before they can approve the 751. So it'd be better to have the divorce finalized before she files, but she at least has to have it on file, right?
Not yet.
No, what I'm saying is when the time comes to file the I-751 without her husband,
okay,
she's going to at least want to have the divorce on file. Maybe not finished, but at least on file.
Oh, okay.
What are we sure this guy's still alive? Like, we know he moved out?
Yes. She said that. In fact, I even tried his number yesterday. In fact, you couldn't pick.
Okay.
I almost try almost every day.
Okay. Robert reminds me one other thing. So if I were you, since you've got time before you have to file that 751, your sister should file a Freedom of Information Act request to get a copy of her DS-160 that she filed with the State Department to get that visit visa. Because
Okay.
sometimes people put things on there, especially if they have help from an outside helper, they put things in there that aren't true. So she needs to check that.
Okay.
But they're going to be very suspicious of your sister's case because she was two things. One is she was out of status. And two, the Trump administration thinks that the Biden people were way too easy on immigrants and let way too many people get green cards without interviews. And they're going to hold this case up as a perfect example. See, this is what we're talking about. These guys only lasted 5 months after we gave them the damn green card. They didn't have an interview. They should have had an interview because she was out of status. They should have had an interview because this marriage fell apart. So I think that almost like they're going to try to make an example out of her. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So she needs help, and she should get help sooner rather than later.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Thanks. Bye,
Thank
buddy.
you very much.
Yeah, have her email us if she needs our help, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Bye, buddy. All right. Thank you, Robert, for the tips. I'm a little sleepy, as I mentioned. I'm a little sleepy, so there you go. Robert's keeping me on my toes. I appreciate it. He knows all my favorite questions to ask. Kawika's going to the Padres game. How about that? That'll be fun. Padres sort of fallen off, Robert? I think the Dodgers have been hot as hell, right? Is that true? And the Red Sox. Boo, my two least favorite teams. What the hell? The Red Sox and the Dodgers. Screw those guys. All right. I'm going to go to interview, then I-90 denial. Interview, hello.
Hey Jim, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, thanks for having me here. And so I have like a couple of quick questions. I'm not gonna take long. So I filed for marriage-based green card to a US citizen, and we have interview scheduled for next month. And we filed like paper-based filing, and then we got like the online access code, and we created online account. And I was checking the online account, and I see like it don't have like all the evidence we submitted there. There's like only few evidence. So should we take the whole file with us, or I just want to know what's going on there?
Yeah, and I would upload some new evidence before you go. Yep.
Okay, and I have like new evidence, like new bank statements and those things. So should I take with me, or I just upload them before the interview?
Based on what we're seeing in interview notices from officers lately, is they like you to upload it ahead of time, but to also bring it.
Okay, all right, then I will take the whole file with me again, and then the new evidence as well.
Good luck. Let us know how it goes, okay?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
All right. Let's go to Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. Rebecca, you're on mute. Hello, Rebecca. All right, Rebecca had 2 slots in the waiting room and she wasn't ready, so that's unfortunate. All right, let's go to Kanuma. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing, Kanuma?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
All right. All right. So my situation is I have I-485 in progress. I have an interview in June.
This is a marriage-based green card?
No, it's adjustment of status for family member.
Okay.
So when I got there, instead of asking me questions related to my adjustment status, they asked me 80% of the questions about my 2007 asylum case.
Interesting. Yeah, that can certainly happen.
Right, I was just confused, and I was like, okay. So I had forgotten some of the details. I was very nervous. I don't know what to do, and this adjustment of status has also a Form I-601 waiver based on the religious belief.
Based on a religious belief?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to have to back up, okay?
Okay.
When did you come to the United States?
I came in 2007.
And what kind of a visa did you have when you came in 2007? Visit visa?
I had a visitor, yeah.
And how long after arrival did you apply for asylum?
I think I applied after roughly 2 months.
And what country were you from?
Burundi.
And why were you afraid to go back to Burundi?
Because they still have these issues, political issues, where they kill one ethnic group. So yeah.
Okay, and are those conditions still going on in Burundi?
Yeah, they're still going on. Not that bad, but they're still going on.
Okay. And did you ever have an interview on your asylum case?
Yeah, I did, and it was rejected. And
Why?
they said they said some things that I don't remember where, but they said I don't need to appeal. I just need to go back. So I thought it was closed.
So did you get sent to the immigration court or did you?
No, because they said you don't need to appeal.
Okay, let me ask you this question. When was the last time you looked at anything related to the paperwork from your asylum case?
A long time. Sometimes I will see one paper here, one there, but I wasn't paying attention because I thought it was closed. And some years ago, I consulted with a lawyer. She said, "Your case is closed. You don't have to worry about it."
That was really stupid.
Yeah, don't know.
So I'm going to give everyone a lesson who's listening right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Longtime viewers of the show have heard me say this before, but if you've ever applied for asylum,
Mm-hmm.
ever in your whole life, and this is for
Mm-hmm.
everybody, and you later apply for any other immigration benefit, as Kanuma said, a family-based. Kanuma, does this mean you have a kid who turned 21? Is that the deal?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So here's Kanuma. She applied for asylum back in the day after coming on a B1, B2. The case got denied, and now she has a 21-year-old child who's a U.S. citizen and has sponsored Kanuma as their parent. And Kanuma goes into the green card interview thinking she's going to talk about her great kid who just turned 21 and filed for them. But lo and behold, USCIS wants to talk about something else. They want to talk about the old asylum case, right? So that lawyer gave you really bad advice before, because
Yeah.
anytime you apply for asylum, you have you've done that under oath, right? You've written out why you fear persecution back home, and you have to be ready to talk about it at any time, right? Because if there's anything in the asylum case that was false or fraudulent or an exaggeration or
Mm-hmm.
not true,
Mm-hmm.
then that can keep you from getting a green card through your U.S. citizen child.
Oh,
So,
that's
like,
bad.
if you had called me and we were your lawyers, just like you said, we would have
Mm-hmm.
spent 80% of our time. I mean, proving up the fact that you have a kid who's a U.S. citizen is relatively easy. So we would have spent 80% of our time focused on the fact that you have this old asylum case out there, and we would have requested the whole asylum case. We would certainly want to read whatever piece of paper you read that you thought said no reason to appeal, just leave. I mean, that's no bueno, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I assume you haven't left the United States since then,
No, I haven't,
and
because I have a job. So I've been working since then, since 2008.
you don't have a copy of. Do you have a copy of all that stuff?
I can try to find it, or maybe just file the FOIA.
Yeah. What did the tell me the you don't necessarily have to tell me your answers unless you want to, but like what were the kinds of things that the officer asked you about your old asylum case?
Uh, yeah, she asked me about. So, it's an interesting story. So when I came, one also okay. So I knew some person when I was coming for mission and training for job. I had in Burundi, and so I met that guy, and he said, "Okay, can you come back visit me?" So I came back, and he invited me, and I got the visa, and he instead of actually he didn't tell me, he didn't disclose, so he wanted me to stay, but he didn't disclose that he was not divorced. He didn't tell me. So that's how he started doing this asylum case. And so he had some mismatch information, and he had less documentation as needed, and that's why it was probably, I think that's why it was denied, because it was not my, my story. You don't get it fully, unless it's your story. It was his story, so it
Okay.
was interesting.
So
And then,
you keep saying things that make me more and more worried about you.
exactly. Yeah, I need you to know so you can help.
Yeah. So now you're saying that someone who you thought you were going to have a relationship with sort of
Mhm.
orchestrated the asylum case and sort
Yeah,
of took control over what was being put in there and what wasn't.
that's right. Yeah.
That's not good. And so you told me that story, and I'm glad you did tell me that story, but you told me that story after I asked you
Mm-hmm.
about what happened at this interview in 2025 when it came to discussing the asylum case. So did you tell them what you just told me, or did that come out?
No, because I was hoping that he would go through with that. So then when I realized, they said, you don't have a case, you have to go back, you still have your visa valid, you just go back, you don't need to appeal. Then I was, okay, what can I do?
No, I understand all that. I get that, but I want to focus on. You said you had an interview on the case that your child applied for you, right? This current case,
Yes,
right?
yes, in June.
In June. And you said that during that June green card interview that
Mhm.
the topic of your asylum case came up, right?
Yes, and 80% of the questions was about that, and I had forgotten some details.
Sure. But
Yeah.
what I want to know is what kinds of things were they saying? Like, what did they accuse you of filing a fake asylum case? Did they accuse you of lying? What did they like? What's the first thing they said about your asylum case?
Okay, they asked me a question about. Okay, so the asylum case was about a marriage that was not going through, because the guy I married back home was part of the people who were killing the other ethnic group.
Hmm.
So the story was, I was hearing him having meetings in my house, and having something like that. Though, so they asked me about the how many marriages I had back home, and what was the name, and I had forgotten the name, but the lady reminded me of the name.
The name of the person you were married to?
Yes.
You couldn't remember their name?
It's funny. Yeah,
Well, it's not funny. It's bad.
it's bad. I know.
Okay. Well, Kanuma, I think you should get an immigration attorney involved as soon as possible. If you want us to do it, you're free to reach out to us. The number's down below, 314-961-8200, or email us.
Okay.
You need to get someone digging into this because Kanuma, I don't mean to scare you, but it's entirely possible that you already have a deportation order and they could have taken you into custody right there and tried to deport you.
That's bad. Oh my goodness.
It's as bad as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have anything related to the old asylum case?
I can try to find. I know I trashed some papers when I was moving. I don't know if I can find something. I'll try and find something, and I can share that with you.
Okay, so time is of the essence. I mean, literally, they could have taken you into custody right then and deported you.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So I'll reach out to you via email and
Do it tonight, okay? Yep, we'll reach out tomorrow.
yeah, the phone number is let me see this one.
Sure, it's all at the bottom. It's 314-961-8200, or you can email us info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Kanuma.
Well,
Wow, that doesn't sound good at all. I mean, people don't believe me when I say you can walk into an interview thinking you're coming out of here with a green card because you got a nice clean case now, which if you're getting a green card through your U.S. citizen child, it should be pretty straightforward. But remember, they're going back to look at old stuff to see how they can deport you. Warlito is here. Hello, Warlito.
Hey there, good buddy. How are ya?
Great. How are you doing?
Hey, good buddy. I got a green card. I think it's been 20 years already. It expires in 2028 when Mr. Trump hopefully gets nicer.
Shuffles off onto Buffalo.
And I want to go visit the Philippines for 4 months, but I do have a criminal background, and I was wondering, would they pull me in second? Well, because of my criminal background, I always get pulled in at secondary, and then they hand me my passport and go, "Become a U.S. citizen already." Okay, but I've been procrastinating like a you know what. So what do I need to do?
Talk to me about your criminal history.
Shoplifting, petty theft, and when I went to Canada, they said we're gonna deport you, but I took care of it. That's what the immigration officer said. So like, thank you very much.
Yeah. So
And
we're not
then
leaving the United States till we either get our citizenship or get this cleaned up. So, you need to have an attorney gather all of your criminal records and then do an analysis as to whether or not that makes you deportable or whether you're eligible to apply for citizenship. When was the last time you had any kind of criminal stuff?
20 years ago.
Yeah. So we got to clean this up, brother. You got to, you should not be leaving the United States until you get this sorted out, because they might not let you in next time, or they might put you in.
Okay. And how long? How much do you think is your retainer to get that processed?
Well, how much of your records do you currently have?
I can get the records at the court,
Okay.
and
What I would say is go get all the records, make it easy on us. The easier you make it, the less we're going to charge you. So whenever you get criminal records, this is for everybody watching, always ask that there are certified so that you can get each of the court records in you want the docket, and you want all the pleadings and probably the police reports, and you got to get it all certified. If you all do that for us, it'll save you money.
How? Who certifies that, Jim?
The clerk of the
Court?
court. The clerk, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Clerk. So ask the clerk of court for all my what do you call that, criminal records, and can you please certify it?
Yep. And they'll charge you like $5 extra or $10 extra to do that.
But don't leave till I get it done.
No. Mm-mm.
Until I get my citizenship, don't leave.
Yep.
Okay, buddy.
Thanks,
Guess I
Warlitos.
gotta move.
Okay, bye-bye. All right. Laura's asking me if I quoted the pajama game. I don't know. I don't think I did. Not on purpose. People think Jim is a fearmonger, but don't fuck around and find out, green card holders. I think that's true, you fan. I don't try to scare people. I just try to play it straight and let people decide on their own. I want people to make good decisions before they leave the United States. Kima's got some great news for us. Hello, Kima.
Hi, Uncle Jim. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
What's up?
Okay, so I had my interview, my green card interview on the 24th of June, and I was approved on the spot.
Nice.
Yes, so the green card was approved 2 days after the interview, and like 4 days after, I received the notification regarding the I-485 being approved as well.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. So
Yes.
can you give us the whole timeline?
Sure. So I did the I-130 March 2024. And so it was like about 14 months after filing. And I filed the I-485, the I-765, November of 2024. So that would around the I-45, I would say about 7 months, 7 months.
Why did you file them separately?
You had advised me when I called you regarding my husband filing for his citizenship. You had told me to file the I-130 the same time when he was applying for the N-400.
So he got his citizenship pretty quickly, and then you filed the 485.
Yes.
And were you
Yes.
out of status when you got married?
No, I was in status.
Good. And how was the interview? Good?
It went well. The immigration officer, she was nice. She asked us about our parents, the relationship between both of us family. She asked me when did we met, when I came here, how many visits I had before staying in 2022. She asked the type of visa that I entered on. She asked us about our stores, the bills, etc.
And which field office?
It was in we're in Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay. Well, great.
Yes.
Kim. Thanks for the good news.
Thank you, Jim, and thank you for your help as well.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yep, you too. How about that? We always like good news on a Sunday or any day. Hi, Jim. Do you have any updates on the pause of I-45 applications for green cards? So for CHNV, those are back on because of litigation. For asylum and refugees, I think it's not back on. That's what I've heard. All right, so I'm going to let Kanuma go. Kick by Kanuma. I'm going to let Kima go. Got to keep that waiting room clean. All right, so I have I-90 denial, then Clee, then oath ceremony late, then James, then TT. I-90 denial, hello. You're on mute. Hello, I-90 denial. You're on mute. All right, we'll try to come back to them. Let's go to Clee. Hello, Clee. Clee.
Oh, hi, Jim. How are you, honey? Yes, I'm there.
Well. Hey, what can I help you with?
I just have one question. Let me just tell you. I came back on from Gambia on Friday, and I had no problems coming in. I really listened to you. I was a little scared, but everything went well. I'm inside of Orlando, so I came into Orlando field airport, so it was good. So no problems. But I just
Great.
want to ask you a question. When I come back, I try to check my portal again, and it's at 16 months now. You think I should start worrying a little bit?
What are you applying for?
For my husband from Gambia, marriage based green card.
And you filed it 16 months ago, or that's what they're saying the processing
Yes,
time?
no, 16 months ago I filed it from last year. I'm married to a Gambian citizen. I called you a couple of times and I told you I'm married to a Gambian citizen. It's been going on 2 years now since I married to him. 3 years we together, and everything going so far. I just came back from my seventh trip. This is my seventh time going to Gambia.
And you're
So
a holder or a U.S. citizen?
I'm a U.S. citizen.
So 16 months, that's a pretty long time for it to be at USCIS. I think pretty soon, if you get tired of waiting, I would go ahead and sue them. I'd give them maybe a couple more weeks, or we could do it now. 16 weeks or 16 months for an I-130 away for a U.S. citizen is crazy. So yeah, I think if you sue them, you'll get over to the NVC in about 2 months.
Yeah, because I have a lawyer. I really wish I did use you. You know, I always just say, and everybody always trying to fight with you. You have been doing the best thing. I told you already. You are one of the best lawyer I have ever come across. You're so kind. You're so sweet. You're so loving. And you're so honest. You don't meet a lot of people like you, and they always fighting with you. Sometimes I just want to just punch the screen sometimes, because people always talking rubbish. Sometimes they just don't listen to you. You're so smart. You're
People,
such a nice man.
thank you, Clay. People want me to tell them what they want to hear. So no, I
That's
appreciate it.
another thing that I really don't like. You telling everybody what they need to understand. Things are so difficult. I tell you, listening to you, you just really soothe my heart. And I'm kind of worried a little bit because my husband is African, and he's a Muslim, and I worried a lot about these kind of situation here. And I did everything the right way. I am kind of scared a little bit, but you make my day. Sometimes when I listen to you, I feel very good, and I think I have a good case. But still, who knows? I don't know what they are going to ask or anything like that, but I'm trying my best. I go back and forth. I had a wonderful time with my husband. I'm trying to go again for my anniversary. I try to go back and forth to make sure everything stays easy for him. And you really make my day. And I wish when I finish all of this thing, I would love to just shake your hand. You're
That's
so wonderful. You're so wonderful. I tell you, you're wonderful man.
Thank you.
Wonderful man.
I'll just tell you this. I appreciate all that. Thank you very much. I don't think I've ever had a client who went to visit their spouse 7 times. So I think that's pretty good.
Yes, I have been traveling back and forth. When I went down this road with him, I talk to him and I tell him this is going to be very difficult. He's a nice guy. I know people complain about Muslim, this, but he's a nice man. And I go there, and every time I go there, I kind of scared coming back. When I was coming back, I was so panicking in the plane. I said, Lord God, help me. But I always just play your videos and I say, let me calm myself down, because at least I don't have no criminal records or anything.
Thank you, Clee. Have a great day. Okay. Keep us posted. Oh, I think she dropped off. Well, that was such a nice call. Clee's always good for my mental health. If I ever get down in the dumps, I just need to call on Clee. So I love how she keeps us posted. I love that she's been to see her husband 7 times. That will make the case. I mean, you guys think about it. If you're an embassy official, I got one person who's come to see her husband 7 times, and one person hasn't seen them since they came over and got married, right? All right. That was our friend Clee. Wise asking, could anyone from your law firm attend a marriage green card interview in New York City? Maybe, but we are booked up through August 15th. So we're not taking on any new interview-only cases until after August 15th. All right, let's go to I-90 denial, see if they got their mic working. Hello? Oh, you had it, and then you hello? Are you there?
Hi. Good morning, Jim. How are you doing?
Great, go ahead.
Just to give you a backstory, I had a March-based green card for 2 years, which started March 20th, 2023, and I got sorry, not a 2 year. I got a 10 year one, but my marriage was less than 2 years, so I was supposed to have the 2 year green card. Now, I did a I-90 and so on, trying to ask USCIS to correct this, which I filed 9 months after December of 2023. That application was pending all along. I kept the green card and so on. I sent them a copy. I sent them all my information, and I was waiting for them to adjudicate that. After the 2 years of finish, I did file the I-751, within the 90-day period. I got the 4 year extension letter. Now, come if July 8th gone, they send me a letter here stating that they deny me the I-90 application that I did make for the replacement green card. And they state that the USCIS records show that my code of admission was correct. And to my knowledge, it was not, because I got the 10 year green card instead of the 2 year one. Now, I know it does not hurt me much, but I am still worried that I have not got a 2 year green card, and I have the 10 year green card here. Now, should I be worried, or it's all okay for me, as you might see it?
What is the start date on the green card that they gave you?
March 20, 2023.
And in March 2023, you were married less than 2 years?
Correct.
So March of 2023. So that means that you were eligible to apply for your 751 in like December of 24?
Yeah, like December 24, but I applied for it in
Yeah.
January 20th. Yeah, January 2020.
Everything's good
2020.
everything's good with the marriage?
Perfect.
So the plan would be in January to apply for citizenship?
Well, remember, I married a green card holder, so I basically, both of us basically got to wait that 5 year period. So,
Wait, what? Again?
I married to a green card holder. It was a consular process stuff, so it wasn't adjustment of status or anything. So I did make entry when I come into the country, then I got my green card. I did not adjust status and so on here.
Okay. So
And she was a green card. My wife was a green card holder. So
when you did your consular processing and came to the on the day you entered the United States,
mhm.
was your marriage more than 2 years old or no?
No, it was less than 2 years.
Okay, so they really made a mistake.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing left that I think you can do, well, first of all, they shouldn't have denied your I-90, right? What was the reason they gave in the denial of the I-90?
They said that I did not send supporting evidence, which I did. I sent copy of the my marriage certificate, everything that was required, the day that I entered, and everything. I have all copies of everything. So I did not see that I was lacking in any supporting document, because I gave them all that I could. I even overwhelmed them with stuff that was unnecessary. The only thing I did not do is send the original green card. I make a copy of that and send them.
How long ago did they deny the I-90?
This was only March 8th of July. Having said all this, remember the 2 year period for my 2 year green card would have already expired also.
Right. But when did the denial notice came when on the I-90?
July 8th.
What city do you live in?
New York.
New York City?
Yeah, New York City.
So what are you thinking about doing? Are you thinking about filing again, or what are you going to do? I mean, you didn't pay
Well,
the filing fee, right?
no, I did not, because remember again, it was a mistake on their behalf. No, that is why I'm calling, because I know you're a guided person and your expertise is well accepted. So,
And
um,
the good thing is I've had people in your situation where the I-90 was pending, and then it came time to file the 751, and they'd given the person a 10-year green card, and they kept rejecting the 751, saying you don't need it, you have a 10-year green card, right? So the good thing is they reseated the 751 and they gave you the 4-year extension letter, right?
correct. That is what I'm.
So that
Let me see, holding on.
that part's good, right? So that
Right.
you could have been screwed in that they might not have given you that, right?
Correct. That is correct.
So that gives me hope that they will actually adjudicate the 751. Like maybe they've realized, like in the system, to me, it means that's been fixed in the system and you should get a 10-year green card. Now, do you want to wait 2 years and see if that happens, or do you want to try one more time to fix it? I might file one more I-90 and just tell them how dumb they are, because you don't have to pay the fee. I might try it one more time. That way, if the time comes whenever you apply for citizenship, you can say, look, you guys are fucking morons. I told you twice how to fix this and you still never fixed it. And then it's all on them. But just, obviously you got to keep proof that you deliver and all that stuff.
Yeah, I do have the proof of all delivery, but you make a valid point in me applying again, which I would do at a click of a finger. But here's a question. Remember that 2-year period had already passed it. So for me, let me say going forward on this to say, look, I am filing an I-90 for a replacement green card, where the 2 year span has already lapsed it.
Yeah.
I don't see that it have that amount of weight as in when I would file in the 9 months before before when I came. If you understand, what
I
I'm
do.
trying to say.
I do. And my response to that is, well, yeah, that's true. And they wrongfully denied it. So you could appeal the denial, which would be stupid, a waste of money, because you would have to pay for it.
Correct.
I think,
Right. Correct.
I mean, I'd be totally comfortable going in with you to your citizenship interview when the time comes. I think you've done everything that you were supposed to do. I just think you can make it a little bit stronger by doing it one more time. That's all I'm saying. With all the
No, I respect that. And I am going to do that.
all the low hopes that they actually figure it out. But
Yeah.
I think you've done everything you're supposed to do. So I think either way is fine. Really, I do.
Yeah. Okay, but I do respect that, and I was planning on doing that, but I needed to hear from the expert himself. So thank you very much for that.
Yep. See ya.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jim. Enjoy your evening.
Thanks. Bye bye. All right. Let's go to Oath Ceremony Late. Hello.
Hey, Jim.
How are
Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Great.
I want to apologize in advance. I'm babysitting my 3 months old daughter.
Oh,
So if you hear anything in the background,
all good.
All right. So I came here back in February of 2022 through a marriage-based green card.
Yeah.
And I've been living here ever since. And I filed my N400 in December 2024. The appointment was scheduled for May 28th of 2025. I went in, and after I submitted my N400, that's when my daughter was born. So I went to the interview, updated that I have now a daughter, and the officer said there was no problem with it and everything went well. The interview lasted for about 15 to 20 minutes.
Sure.
And they said now an oath ceremony will be scheduled. And usually whenever I read and do a little research, I read that it usually takes around 30 days, if not less. Mine has been like a little over 40 days now. And I just want to have your thoughts on that, if you don't mind.
So a couple things. One is, are you changing your name?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. My
Yeah, so
last name is my last name is very long and I want to shorten it. So
that always makes it go slower because they literally have to do a background check on your old name and your new name. So that's why.
all right.
And just so you know, we don't spend any time worrying about it until 120 days have gone by. So 4 months is when we start worrying.
Oh, all right. Okay.
You're sitting pretty.
Okay. Thank you, Jim. That was it.
Congratulations
Have a
on
good one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you, Jim. I really.
You got it. All right. I think James is off camera. I'm going to go to James, but James, go ahead and turn off your camera, and then I'll pull you up. James having a hard time. There we go.
Wait, Krusty, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
I'm well, James. How are you doing?
I'm well. So I have a question. Is it unusual for somebody having a case on file for his spouse and then he gets an appointment to go for fingerprinting? Is that something normal or is it unusual?
You're saying, Jim, is it unusual where someone is sponsoring someone for a green card and the sponsor get called in for fingerprints?
Yes, like having a case on file that's pending for a spouse, and then you get an appointment to go to to the local office for fingerprinting for biometrics. Is that normal?
That means that the U.S. citizen, the petitioner, has a sex abuse charge, an Adam Walsh charge, a child abuse charge against them, and that the government believes that because of the U.S. citizen's criminal history, that they might not be eligible to sponsor their spouse for a green card. That's what that is.
They have it means the petitioner has something against them.
Usually of a sexual nature against children. Yep. So there's something called
Okay, that's strange, but
the Adam Walsh Act says that if you have certain convictions as a U.S. citizen, you are prohibited from sponsoring your spouse for a green card. They won't let you do it. And the only time the U.S. citizens get called in to do fingerprints is because of something in their criminal history, not the beneficiaries.
yeah, I do understand. Even if they have nothing.
No, they have something. I've had 1,000 people tell me, "Oh, Jim, I don't have anything," and then they do. They always do. I've only seen it wrong one time in all my 18 years of being an immigration lawyer.
Yeah, but the person I'm calling about, I'm really certain that this person has nothing that I'm calling about. That I'm inquiring for.
Then go get fingerprinted and find out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just want to find. Okay, so it's very strange for somebody to be called in for fingerprints. You know.
Not very strange if they have a. It's not. I used to think that was strange too, but now I don't. Now I know it's part of the process, and it means the person has a sex abuse charge on them.
Oh, okay. Maybe not necessarily. Maybe it's just what's happening now. Anything, it's possible anyway.
It's got nothing to do with Trump. It's been this way for 20 years. Thank you, James. Yeah, people always love to tell me, "Oh no, I don't have anything, any Adam Walsh kind of a thing." Oh well, yes you do. Well, yes you do. All right. What was I going to say? Oh, some people are asking how to get a hold of me. So our offices are in St. Louis, San Diego, Washington, D.C., and Chicago, but immigration's federal, so we can handle things all around the world, all around the United States. Our office phone number is 314-961-8200, or email us info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. For everybody watching, there are 500 people currently watching. If 5 of you could leave us a 5-star review. We got a negative review the other day from somebody who wouldn't sign their name, so I have no idea how to fix it. But if you could go to reviewhackinglaw.com and give us a 5-star review, we would appreciate it. You can leave a comment or just give the 5-star review. It's all very helpful. Thank you. I'm going to go to Remarried, then TT. Remarried, hello.
Hey, Jim. Thank you for everything you're doing.
You got it.
I entered in 2020 on a B2 visa. I got married in 2022, didn't file for adjustment of status, separated from my wife in 2023, and remarried in 2025. I'm about to sent in my documents.
Is that marriage number 2 or marriage number 3 or
Marriage
what?
number 2. Marriage number 2.
No marriage overseas.
No, none.
Okay, but so I have an out of status guy who marries a U.S. citizen, and it's the second marriage, and in the first marriage, there weren't any immigration benefits applied for.
No.
Okay.
So I was wondering, will they contact my previous wife?
Hell yes.
Okay. How will they contact her? Through letter or a call or what? Huh? Did you hear me?
They're going to knock on her door. They're going to say, tell us about that shitbird that married you, and now he's married to person number 2 trying to get a green card when his ass is out of status. Help us deport him. That's what they're going to do.
Oh, so what if she hates me and she lies?
Then you're fucked.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I mean, so here's one thing that we do to try to counterbalance it. So do you think that if you had a lawyer and you told your lawyer the whole story of your prior relationship, do you think she would be willing to sign an affidavit that said, yeah, it was a real marriage, it just didn't work out, or does she really hate you?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know, but probably, I don't know.
I would say 75% chance they're going to reach out to her. Because,
Okay.
they're going to say, oh, sure, remarried. We believe this current marriage that you have, but let's talk about that old marriage that you had. Why did you marry that person? Did you tell them that you'd pay them to get you a green card? Did you cheat on them? I mean, whatever they can come up with to make you look like a bad person, right?
Uh-huh. Okay, so
If I were you and I was getting ready to file for a green card, I would have somebody reach out to her and see if she'd be willing to. Because what you want to do, you want to get a statement from her that says, yeah, it was a real marriage. Yeah, it just didn't work out. And you get that all sworn under oath. So then if they do go and then she changes her story, then she's told 2 different stories under oath.
okay. And if I do get an affidavit from her, does she have to include the dates we were separated or what?
Well, what the hell does that mean? Why are you asking me that? Are you trying to put down different dates?
Oh, no. Because I was separated from her, then I started to date my current wife.
Oh, well, they know about that. USCIS knows about that stuff happening. So how long were you separated?
I was separated from her about 4 months, 3 months.
How long were you,
I moved from where she was because it just wasn't working out.
how long were you married altogether? Have we talked before? I think we have, right?
I think.
How long were you actually married together and living?
We were together for a year, living
And
together.
she knew about your immigration status?
Yeah. But I was waiting to file a 10-year green card so I could join the not 10-year, wait, year to the
And now
2
you're
years.
now you're going to tell everybody that was a dumb idea, right? From now, right? You're going to do me a favor right now and tell everybody, apply as soon as you can. Don't play games with the 2-year.
Apply. It's stupid. I wish I had applied. Somebody told me that it's close to the 2-year mark. Plus, I was trying to join the Air Force back then, and they had this 10-year green card requirement.
If the marriage fell apart, it might be better that it didn't get filed. So just do the next right thing. Good luck, okay?
Thank you, Jim.
See you, brother. All right, last call of the day. TT, are you there? Hello.
Hi, yeah. Hi, Jim. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Hi. So we spoke, I think, a couple months ago, but let me just remind you. So I'm from Ghana, and I won the DV last year. And as I put in my application, my number was current in January, so I put my application in December. And then to date, I've still not heard anything from them. And then, the fiscal year is going to end in this September, so I'm just a little bit anxious and worried at this point.
Where are you?
In Charlotte.
You're in the United States.
Yes, I am currently. I'm on F1, and I'm currently on my last year of OPT.
Good. When did I was sort of spaced out. Is your number current or not?
It was current this past January, but I put in my application on the 5th of December, 2024.
Perfect. Yeah, you'll be okay. I mean, I would start bothering them, but I hate USCIS. A lot of the things that they do, they drive me crazy, especially now. But the one thing that they've never let me down or any clients that I've seen, like they've gone to bat when they know you're up against the September 30th deadline. So I would start bothering them. What are we in, July?
We're in July.
It should be moving by now. So I would start bothering them.
Yeah, because it's been 7 months now, and then every time I call them, it's just the same thing. They keep telling me that it's within normal processing times, and because it's a DV case, you can hardly track it on the website because there's no category for you to put it in. So, yeah.
I would say, I mean, if you want our help, we could try to reach out to the U.S. attorney there and say, hey, TT's thinking about suing you. He's got to get this thing done by September 30th. Could you reach out to the field office in Charlotte and see if they would be willing to pull the case to get it moving?
Yeah, I think when I spoke with you, that was the option you came up with, and then so I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some things still on the table that we can.
Yeah, because I mean, you're at 2.5 months, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, just let us know, TT.
Okay, all right. I'll reach out to you, and then we'll see the way forward then.
Bye, buddy. All right, everyone, that'll do it for today's show. This was the Immigration Answer Show, episode number 868. Today is Sunday, July 13th. May or may not do a show tomorrow. That's why I did today's show, because I'm not sure. Nor has softball, and we got other stuff. So I got 2 more solid weeks of softball, and then we're back in the office doing our thing. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Thanks for spending a little bit of your time with us, and be kind to each other. There's a lot of hate and anger going around in the world. Let's all try to make it a little nicer. Bye, friends. Thanks for being here, everybody. Good to see all of our friends. Bye, guys. I'm great about that, other than trying to help people who are